This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Our men's national volleyball team has made significant strides over the past couple of years, and as Kelsey Johnson tells us tonight, they have even higher goals to attain.
The Bahamas men's national volleyball team has spiked their way up the international ranking ladder, slotted in at 41 in the world. The team is also the 7th best in the Norseca region and tops the chart among the English-speaking Caribbean countries. The men's squad will leave to defend their title at the Caribbean Volleyball Championships in August.
We just need practice. That's all it is. Overseas, we practice twice a day, sometimes 3 times, depending on the games we have that week. So right now, if we can get the gym, the efficient times, it would be better for the Bombers. We have pretty good camaraderie. Like I said, it's just about getting the reps in so we can play a more international style. Sometimes we still play the Caribbean style, but if we get down to playing the European and playing like how most other the good teams play, we'll be all right.
Byron Ferguson, who plays professional volleyball in Europe, is confident that Team Bahamas can improve in the rankings.
I think a little bit of our defense could improve a little. We do pretty well on offense. We get started with the best teams in the world, but when it comes to getting those stops, that's something that we have difficulty with.
Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
All right, thanks a lot, Kelsey. Well, the Bahamas Baseball Federation is gearing up for its national championships, which begin on Thursday in the nation's second city, and competition is expected to be at an all-time high.
All of the leagues have been playing all throughout their seasons, and the excitement is now who's going to be the national champion. We're looking forward. Freedom Farmers back, so it's going to be it's going to be for everybody now to go there and see who's going to be competing. We have our national champions back again, JBLN, who is national champions in 4 different divisions. So it's going to be a tough competition to see exactly who's going to be coming back out on top.
As you would have heard, Freedom Farm will be one of the leagues taking part in this year's Nationals, and they plan to make their presence felt in the 7 to 8 coach pitch division.
Freedom Farm is the premier coach pitch league, so we always go for the goal. There's no doubt that we can be strong this year. We have one of the best teams in coach pitch in a long time, and I think we can be all right. Grand Bahama was real strong last year, and JBLN is always a tough competition. So between those two, I think that's where our major competition going to be.
For a number of years now, Anthony Seymour has represented Freedom Farm at the Baseball Nationals, but that all changed after he was drafted by the Miami Marlins last weekend. Seymour is now focused on his goal of playing professional baseball, and he knows none of this would be possible without those who came before him.
Greg Burrows, Antone Richardson, Abba Cartwright, Jerron Sands, those guys were the one who first went to American Heritage. Those guys was the one who opened the door for me actually to start playing baseball there, start getting exposure. And those guys, when they came from their pro development and pro workouts, they'd come home and teach guys like me. So that's the only thing I'm trying to do from here on out. When I come home, guys want to work out, hit me up, and I'll just teach you guys what I've learned or help you guys with what I've learned. It's just giving back.
The 19th annual Peace on the Street Basketball Classic will take place July 16th through the 19th at the Kendall Isaacs Gym, and the 2014 Celebrity Game will be a bit different than in years past.
The Celebrity Game this year will feature the members of Parliament combined with the Pastors team. For the past several years, the Pastors has beaten up on the politicians. We decide this year to show some goodwill and allow them to come alongside us, and we're going to take on a different opponent, that in the senior members of the police force and the defense force. Now, Bahamas, we know we got some good ball players that are on the defense force and the police force, so this is going to be an exciting time, but we are guaranteeing that we will bring down the defense force and the police force together.
The Blue Hills Range is one of the only facilities here in the capital which golfers have immediate access to, and President of the Bahamas Golf Federation, Craig Flowers, recently spoke about the pace of work going on at that venue.
You know, that's a two-sided coin here with this property. We are doing our best with all of the tools that we have. We certainly are making progress. We would have, of course, there's always this desire to do better. And there's always the possibilities, looking back, hindsight, as it relates to the way forward. We are doing a fairly good job from my own summation here. We are just waiting for the rainy season now to green the whole place up. We've already manicured all the grounds. We've planted out all the grass. We've made all the provisions for this property to really bloom within a few months. I'd say 5 to 6 weeks from now. We have the irrigation in, but unfortunately it doesn't cover all of the grounds as a rain would do. The golf course itself is being completed. We are going to see that the golf course be immaculate. We are on target as it relates to the golf course. But the golf course can't stand here on its own. It has to have other facilities to support it. The property here needs to be more focused now and attention on the property as it relates to facility, the clubhouse, the maintenance shed. We are working very, very hard on trying to determine how do we get the support for the other support mechanisms to make this a complete package so that we can turn this over to the youths of this country.
And that will do it for sports. Don't go anywhere. The Bahamas Tonight is back after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.